Hi, welcome to my video for finally finished the Jubilee album that I've been working on for a few weeks. I've just been doing this really in my spare time around everything else. Lots and lots of glitter on this. I'm going to try and be as quick as I possibly can because there's an awful lot in this. As you can see, it's a 16 page album, very, very big, quite heavy. Like I say, I've been working on this for a few weeks. There's an awful lot of work gone into this. Lots and lots of glitter. This is for an 11-year-old. As a birthday present, and the idea was, the theme was the Jubilee. But because she doesn't live in this country, it was also meant to sort of, be very British. So we'll get on with it. There's an awful lot of sparkle, an awful lot of really bright bling, and some very, very pink and girly pages, and then some very vintage sort of English pages as well. So I'll take you through it. You'll be able to see lots of glitter. It says "My Great Memories." Lots of glittered paper flowers, lots of these Union Jack ribbons, red, white and blue ribbons. We've got some sparkly ribbon around the edges here, and then these lovely feather butterflies, red, white and blue. And I've really gone all out with the glitter and actually done the binding in red glitter. And then we've got some jewels right down the bottom here. We've got some more jewels down here, some pearls at the top. All these gorgeous sparkly brads that I've used in the middle of the flowers. And then the back, we've got some vintage red paper. The front of the album, the back of the album, and every single page all the way around is trimmed with this lace. So you can see it's all laced all the way through. And then all held in place with this gingham ribbon. So we'll get on and open it up. So this is what I mean by some of it being a vintagey feel. As you can see, we've got all this ribbon. I won't point this out again, it's just everywhere. Lots and lots of space for journaling and for photographs here, so we'll get on. We've got a small journaling tag and photo mat here with some gingham ribbon, which has been scalloped. And then a tiny little tag here, which is lovely. You could put a little photograph on there, and that's printed with a red gingham pattern around the edge, and I've just stamped it with love. And then we've got this one here, which is a Union Jack, but a vintage Union Jack, and it's got lots of sparkle on it. I've stamped it with Jubilee, and I've just left that as a photo mat on the back. I wanted to have a little bit of, I found this card which feels a little bit like, if you can remember what your covers felt like on your exercise books at school, that's exactly what that feels like. So I really wanted to try and keep the design of that in keeping with that kind of feel. I've just I've put a hand-drawn journaling spot on there. And these little love hearts and this cut-out button here, they hold everything in place that sits over the top with this doily here. And we've got these tags here. This is like a vintage cherubs print with some blue and white lace, trimming that off. On that blue card background, I've just stamped it with Fab Times and hand-lined that. And then we have another tag here, which is more of that red vintage paper. Cut out some white and blue lace to do the red, white and blue there, and then a journaling spot and all the distressing around the edges. And we've got this lovely red, white and blue bunting Union Jack paper in the background. This one, I did, these are individual strips of paper in the background so that I could get the red, white and blue. So I've stuck 3 individual pieces of paper down the back there. We've got a glittered white butterfly. And then this notebook thing, which features quite often in my albums. And if you pull this out of the back, we've got these, I don't know if the light will pick that up, some white die-cut butterflies in textured paper, which I've just glittered. and then you've got a journaling on the spot on the front there, and then the rest I've just left for photos. And then if I pull this ribbon down here, it's held in place with this lovely jewelled brad, and then again some vintage blue and white paper with another die cut glittered white butterfly there, all aged around the edges, and it's the same front and back, so there's good space for photographs, and then lots and lots of journaling on the inside. And I've just stamped it with a lovely stamp that I had. It's got a little red English phone box and tea. It's got a crown and a love heart. It says all you need is love, and then it says everything stops for tea. I think that's really lovely, that stamp. This I've tried to make into a postcard, and what I did was stamped it and then glittered it straight over the stamp, and then put some hand-drawn lines in there, so perfect space for journaling. Everything tucks down the back of there, and then a little butterfly here. And then if I pull out the first tag, we've got, again, we're wanting to feature different elements really. So this is digitally produced Union Jack bunting, which I've printed off. And then on the back, we go straight to vintage yet again for the journaling spot. And every single one of these tags, as you would expect, is trimmed with lace. Then we go really bright and sparkly and girly, and again trying to keep a little bit of the school classroom theme. So the first tag here is pink lined paper with some bling at the top there, a die cut glittered butterfly, lots and lots of ribbon, buttons, and then if I turn it over, again lots of bling set over some purple satin ribbon. And that's all held in place with these jewelled brads, and you'll be able to see the Jubilee inspired paper in the background there. We have the picture frame, so once you've pulled that out, you're able to stick a photograph there. I've left a space for a photograph or journaling on the back there, and I've just used this old stamp down here, which has worked out really well. That looks really lovely, and that just slides straight into the picture frame, as you can see. And we've got this really, really bling, really sparkly picture frame there with lots of jewels in the corners and lots of sparkle here. And again, some Jubilee inspired backing paper. This is backing paper that I'm not going to be able to get again. I will be able to produce albums in a Jubilee style, but I may not be able to get this exact paper again. Here's a little tag tucked into this purple pocket here, which I've glimmer misted there. I've added some jewels in the corner there, and then I've glimmer misted the back to create a journaling spot. All held in place here by this ribbon. This ribbon wraps round the back and holds this tag in place here. Again, this is a very, very bling photo mat. All the way around, and also I've stuck the bling to the ribbon as well, and then I've just stenciled it on the back with some glimmer mist. And then back here we've got a doily which is holding these two journaling spots and photo mats in place. So this was glimmer misted, little butterfly there with some pearls and some glitter and a button. I've corner punched this particular photo mat, and then used some candy stripe paper on the back for journaling. And then we have a little purple tag here. Oops, I've just pulled that. With a die cut and glimmer misted butterfly, and then glimmer misted and stenciled on the back. So again, lots of space for photos and journaling. And the backing paper there says everything stops for tea. If we pull this tag out, this is a vintage kind of tag that's got a space for a photograph. It just complemented the paper so well. And again, it's a digital picture. Printed off, it's got little sparkles on there in the picture, and then if I turn it over, it's like a a memory record card. So you've got places for writing down about your photographs and the story of the picture and where the photograph was taken. And that's a lovely bit of vintage there. And then we get a little bit of pop art going on here. I decided to go really funky with this. I've used some yellow chipboard, yellow corrugated cardboard, should I say, for the photo corners. And just as a background to this foam butterfly. And these are all foam here. Had some of this foam and it just matched the colouring of the backing paper so well. And you see these little mugs here, I love tea, and the old style telephones. And the beauty of foam is that you can write on it and you can stick anything to it. So these will make really fantastic, funky photo mats which you can write on the back. And then they slip into these photo corners here. And then this page, we're back to vintage. We've got white backing paper here. It says at the bottom, everything stops for tea, Diamond Jubilee 1952 to 2012. And then if we pull these out, this flower is holding this one in place against here. So we can pull this out. We've got that lovely flower there, which has just been antiqued slightly. A little sparkles there. I've corner punched the edges of this just to make a cutout there. And then if you open it, it's glimmer misted and stenciled on the inside. And then the second one is cut out so that it fits neatly underneath the flower there, so the flower can help to hold everything in place. So if I pull this out, it's got a butterfly on the front, sparkly butterfly, and then if I open it, we've got the yellow glimmer mist on the inside there. I went mad with the glimmer mist in this album, and the stencils. And then underneath all of that is this aged birdcage. I aged it. It's in textured card, and it's been aged and then glittered. And then we've got one of the swirly ivy die cuts there, and some bling. And then we've got this die cut butterfly, which I've glittered over the top. Bling down the side here, and of course the edge of this is all glittered. Another of these photo mats and journaling spots. The next page, again going back to vintage, and what I've done here is we've got some flowers here which have been glittered, and then this is a pull out with like a green and antique gold glimmer misted die cut butterfly there, to just pull it all in, and some glitter ribbon, and then I've left it blank for a photograph on the back there. And then here we have some transparent film, and inside that I've used it to form a pocket, and then inside we've got these two little photo mats and journaling spots. And then we have a glittered die cut bird there in the corner. This next page, we've got ribbon. This ribbon goes all the way through and around to the back and holds these photo mats in place here. We've got a glimmer misted red flower there with a jewelled centre, and then just this little tag, really simple, and I've stamped it. And then that's just a perfect place for a photograph or some journaling, and it's attached to that flower and it just tucks in there. And then these are held in place by the ribbon. This is a little photo mat, and then I've made a little pocket here to put your own tags, tickets, concert tickets, anything like that, or just other photographs you can tuck down the back, and you've got space to tuck little mementos in the top there as well. We've got a journaling spot here, and a photo mat, and then another photo mat here, and journaling on the back. Back to the pink and girly here. This doily is holding this photo mat in place along with these glimmer misted flowers and this little metal embellishment in the bottom corner here. So if I just lift this out, lots and lots of bling, lots of sparkle, everything stops for tea in the background there, and then we've got a journaling spot on the back, which again looks almost like a picture frame with some sparkly ribbon. This one, the envelope and the flower are holding this large photo mat in place. That's all been glimmer misted, and then that's a piece of vintage paper. Some sparkles, some corner punching, and then a large place for a photograph on the back. And then if you open the envelope, we've got a tiny little either journaling spot or photo mat. You can put photos on the backs there, and then journaling on the inside. And I love the London bus and everything that's on this in the pastel colours, and it says Diamond Jubilee all the way through it. Again, another large photo mat, the same as we saw previously. So lots and lots of space for photos. And then we go a bit vintage again. So this is a white card band that I've trimmed the edges of and then distressed it all. And we've got these really distressed back flowers just to pull everything in together. Again, I've used 3 different types of backing paper to go across here. And these are actually, this is 2 photo mats. They pull out of the sides there. So you could either stick photos there or photos on the back or journaling, and then they're brilliant because they just pop straight back in there and then they're held securely in place. And just, I'll take those out so you can see the backing. And then here we have a bit more pop art going on in the background. I've used again 3 different types of backing paper on this, and you'll be able to see those in a minute. But this was meant to almost blend in, really. So we've got some paper flowers at the bottom here, and then we've got these gorgeous red and blue feather butterflies. And everything's held in place by a band at the bottom here. And then this tucks behind that one. So I've used textured paper, it almost feels like linen on this one, and then corner punched it. Attach this butterfly which sits over the top of that piece there, and then so you've got space for photographs and journaling. And then this one pulls out of here. Again, it's been corner punched, and we've got this butterfly here, and you've got space on the back for photographs and journaling. And then you get to the background and you can see the 3 different types of paper that I've used on there. And we'll pull the photo mat out again. We've got another Union Jack bunting and another of those vintage memory notes cards. And then this is, I don't know if it will all fit on the screen together, but a double page. And we've got these sparkles holding these photo mats in place against this gorgeous red, white and blue teacup and bunting background. And so the way this works is that these just pull out from there. And these are gorgeous vintage patterned photo mats with the little blue ribbons, and then I've just distressed the backs so you've got space for either photos or journaling or anything that you wanted to stick onto those. And then you've got these 2 here which pull out of here. I didn't decorate these, I just aged them back because they're going to be covered by the other 2 anyway. So if you pull those out of there, these are like vintage letters, old letters with postmarks on and what have you. Little airmail envelopes there, a London Portobello Road stamp there, and these gorgeous ribbons that say with love. And so I've left them blank on the back, so you have freedom of choice as to what you want to do with them. And finally these blue ones. So everything pulls out, and then you've got these 2 lovely blue photo mats with a little crown in the background, and these red gingham ribbons, and I've done exactly the same on the back. I've just distressed them and then left them. And so that is the Jubilee album. I've had an awful lot of pleasure making this. I'm almost sad really that it's finished. This is on its way to Canada now, and I really hope the person that gets it really enjoys using it. It's been a pleasure to make. Any inquiries about this, any questions, I'm quite happy to ask. I can make this, I can take this right down to an 8-page album. I hope you've enjoyed it, and that's it for today. Thank you.